35 weird California laws you won't believe are still in effect. There are many weird California laws, as there are strange or unusual laws in most states in the US. We've gathered a few of the juiciest ones for your amusement. Enjoy! 1. Like pouring salt on highways? Who doesn't? But in Hermosa Beach, that's an illegal act. 2. Illegal to curse on a mini golf course? Yes, in Long Beach, this is illegal, if you could believe it. We wonder what happened that they made this sort of thing a law. 3. The law that takes the cake. In San Francisco, if you've been classified as ugly, then you aren't allowed to walk on any street. Can you believe this? Why is this a law in the first place? And why is it still a law? One of the weirdest, stupidest, and dumb laws in California for sure. 4. In Palm Springs, you aren't allowed to walk your camel, but only between 4 to 6 p.m., after which all is well. It's illegal to do so just on Palm Canyon Drive in that time frame for some reason. 5. Growing oleander in Norco is a no-no. Why would this be illegal in Norco? Number 6. In Glendale, you can't jump in or out of a moving vehicle. All sorts of weird here. Why would you want to jump into or out of a moving car? Or what happens if you're abducted and just try jumping out of the car? Is that illegal? Very strange. 7. Again in Glendale, it's not legal to drive in reverse. What? Why? What's going on in Glendale? 8. If you own an elephant, you'd better avoid Market Street. In San Francisco, this is still a law. You are not allowed to do this unless your elephant is on a leash. Why only on Market Street? How's the leash going to help if the elephant decides he wants to go for a run? 9. Women must not drive vehicles wearing a housecoat. So if you're in a hurry and get into your car wearing a housecoat, you're going to be fined? 10. In Downey, you aren't allowed to wash your car in the street. Well, this is perhaps not so bad because some people make a real mess when they do this. What do you think of these 10 weird California laws? Had they made you say, "What the?" yet? Well, here's more to think about. 11. In LA, you can't wash a neighbor's car if they didn't give you the green light. We wouldn't mind really, since it's a free car washing session, and who doesn't like that? But we can understand why some people wouldn't want their property touched by someone else. 12. 2 dogs and 2 cats are just too many for San Jose. It might sound weird, but this law actually makes sense, since there are people that want to have way too many animals and end up not taking good care of them. 13. If you like bowling on the sidewalk, then Chico is not for you. It's illegal to bowl on the sidewalk here. It's clear someone actually did this, so they had to enforce it with a law, but still, pretty weird. 14. In San Diego, Christmas lights must be removed before February 2nd. If that doesn't happen, you'll be fined $250. Now that's a way to get your husband to remove the lights in record time, right? 15. In Fresno, you're not allowed to bother lizards at city parks. Honestly, this should be the case with any animal within city parks and even zoos. 16. In Long Beach, your garage must only contain your car. If there's anything but the car in there, you're going to get into trouble. Can you imagine getting a fine for having stuff in your own garage? 17. In Arcadia, peacocks are kings. Here, peacocks have the right of way on all roads or driveways. We've heard of protecting peacocks and other animals, but this is ridiculous. If you see a peacock in the road, you have to wait for it to pass before being able to drive away. What if it doesn't want to go? 19. In LA, you are not allowed to hunt moths under street lamps. We'll give you a bit of time to think about this. If you always believed this was legal, guess again. 20. Don't wear high heels in Carmel. In Carmel City, women are not allowed to wear high heels. This must be a very old law or something because nowadays this is just absurd. 21. Autonomous vehicles or driverless cars must not exceed 60 miles per hour. This is not a bad decision since driverless cars are still a new thing and we must make sure they're completely reliable, but it's still a bit weird. 22. In San Francisco, you can't carry open baskets with pastries, bread, or cake. It's illegal, and unless it's in a closed container, you'll get into trouble. Are people craving carbs that bad? 23. In Blythe, if you own 2 cows, you're allowed to wear cowboy boots. Otherwise, you're not. It's a secret club, you know? But we wonder, if you own 1 cow, can you wear 1 boot? 24. In Walnut, it's illegal to dress as females if you're a boy or man, unless it's for drama or amusement. This means anyone could dress up as a woman and just say it was for amusement purposes, couldn't they? 25. In Walnut, again, you're not allowed to fly a kite higher than 10 feet. How can you realize it's within or over 10 feet? And why 10 feet? Is there someone that starts measuring when you take your kite out for a spin? 26. In Prunedale, 2 bathtubs are just 1 too many. If you'd like to have 2 or more bathtubs in your own house and live in Prunedale, that will be impossible as they don't allow it. Why? Who knows? 27. If you've lost your cannery, don't start whistling. Not unless it's after 7 a.m., because if it's not, then it's illegal. It sounds very weird, and it happens in Berkeley. 28. In Fresno, it's against the law to disturb or injure rocks. Yes, you've actually read that correctly. Do this in Fresno City Park, and you're in for trouble. 29. In Carmel, the fashion police will get you if you aren't wearing pants and a jacket that matches. Then you just can't leave the house. 30. Like owning a smelly animal hide? Not in Chico, you don't. Remember Chico? Well, it seems this city has a lot more laws that are very strange, to say the least. 31. Throwing hay in a cesspool is permissible in Chico. You must obtain a permit for this. 32. If you have a herd of cattle, you can't drive it down a street. Where? In Chico, of course. 33. Kids are not allowed to play on the sidewalk. Why Chico? Why won't you allow children to play there? 34. One of the weirdest laws ever. You'll get a $500 fine if you detonate a nuclear device within Chico. Yes, you've heard it right. Detonating a nuclear device will cost just $500. Some laws are just way too weird to even think about them. And if you thought that was one of those weird California laws, you're correct, but wait until you hear this next one. 35. In LA, there's a law that prohibits a man from beating his wife with a strap wider than 2 inches. Not unless the wife consents to it. So beating your wife is allowed in San Francisco. What in the world is this? Can you believe this is actually a law in 2023? That's all the juicy, strange, unusual, and downright weird California laws we've found. We're sure there are others, and you can always share them in the comments, and we will include them. Thanks for reading our 35 weird California laws, and make sure to continue reading other of our wacky and weird articles.